Hello and welcome to the Icaran sector. This is Andrew and this is more Solohammer. This is 1000 points of Death Guard versus 1000 points of Blood Angels, testing out the new Maelstrom rules. So yeah, this dropped yesterday, so I'm going to give it a test out with myself, because it's still playing by myself, unfortunately. We're hoping things will clear up in a couple of weeks and we'll be allowed to move around and meet more freely again. But until then, these are pretty interesting, so I thought I'd test them out. And rather than start with the battlefield, I thought I'd go through it a bit slower. So we've got all the objectives, which some of them are quite interesting. So we'll start with setting up the game. Battle size is obviously incursion. I've got my armies. Got all the command points ready to go. Determine the mission. I think this one I'm actually going to pick rather than roll a d6 for chaotic engagement, because most of the other games you have to choose 3 topics, or 3. You have to choose. So you have to choose 3 of these tactical objectives to generate, and you're supposed to do that in secret. But for I can't really choose it in secret against myself. So we'll go for this one. So each time we generate one, we roll a d6 first to choose which one, and then roll a d6 to choose which one of the 6 from that particular branch. So that should be interesting. So we'll go with that one. So the next step, determine the mission, determine the deployment map. So what it suggests is roll a d3. So using the DZTV dice again, DZTV thing, markers d3 for 1. So we're going old school Dawn of War. So we're going Dawn of War. And right. Next, read the mission briefing. Yep. So we're choosing our so next step is to create the battlefield. Right, I'll go do that now. All right. So we've created the battlefield. The deployment zones will be something like that either side. I think it's 9 inches from the centre either way. I'll measure that before deployment. So we're counting these areas as difficult terrain, so -2 inches to cross through them. Covering the buildings. Line of sight blocking. This bit in the middle should block some line of sight. Alright, so the next step, I'll go show the armies, and then we'll put down, roll off for the attacker defender, and then put down the objective markers. So here we have 1000 points of Death Guard, starting with the Warlord, the Malignant Plaguecaster. His Warlord trait is Disgustingly Resilient. Oh no, they all get Disgustingly Resilient, sorry. He is Revoltingly Resilient, so he actually gets the old Feel No Pain. Without an invul, I thought that'd be quite useful. He has Miasma and Putrescent Vitality, pretty much standard. There are Poxamongers again, so he has the Ironclop Furnace. So in the command phase, he can give a 4-up invul to one of my lovely demon engines. Troops. And the troops, 5-man Plague Marine with the Sergeant. The back here has Plasma, Blight Launcher. 11 Poxwalkers of troops. I haven't brought them out for a while, so I'll bring them out. In the Elite, this guy did work last time, so he's back out again. The Foul Blight Spawn with Terminators, 3 with axes, 2 with swords. Where is he? There he is. We've got the Blight Launcher on the heavy weapon slot, and the Sergeant has the Champion has the Bale Sword. Then we have 2 fetid bloat drones with the spitters, and as always, my launcher, plague burst crawler with entropy cannons and the gun there. All right, that's 1,000 points. No extra command points spent so far. What I've done is I've looked through the new stratagems and I've tried to pick out. There's a lot that are actually quite useful for this army, but I haven't learned them all yet. So I picked up a couple to try and use in this game and learn them, and then go on from there. Let's go look at the Blood Angels. And here we have 1,000 points of Blood Angels, being led again by Captain Icaran. Although I've just thought this battle report might come out before the first battle report he was in. So I've already played one game with him and he was amazing. So I'm bringing him back again. His Warlord trait is Emperor's Sword. So he's got +1 strength and attacks on the charge, and he can reroll the charge. And he has the Teeth of Terror because he's got the Chainsaw, he's got a jump pack. I've paid a command point to give him a second Warlord trait. So he's got Soul Warden, so he's got the 5-up invul. If the other guys can do it, we can do it too. With him is a Lieutenant with the sword and shield. I've paid a command point. So he has a Warlord trait, Artisan of War. So he has the digital weapons. So he gets an extra attack in close combat. And if it hits, it does a mortal wound, which against things that reduce damage, that's probably very useful. And I paid a command point to give him the Burning Blade. Spoilers, the game that's coming up, I use very few Death Guard stratagems, so I figured this time I will spend them in advance and beef up the characters. Troops. 5-man Incessors with Stalkers. I know the damage is going to get reduced, but I'm hoping the increased AP will help instead. 10 of the chainsword-wielding Assault Intercessors, which will get combat squatted into 2 5-man. In the elites, Death Company Vets with Thunder Hammer and Assault Bolters, Lightning Claw Terminators for that Terminator on Terminator action, and the Redemptor Dreadnought to try and do as much damage as possible. So now this is over, we will roll off for Attacker and Defender and put the tokens down. Looking through it, so place objective markers, so I need 4 objective, 2 for each side. Can't be in your deployment zone. 3 inches from the edge, 12 inches from another objective. And not more than half each player's territory. But then it says choose deployment zone afterwards. I think maybe you're supposed to do that the other way around. Because you choose half a table now. So you get your deployment zone in your half, and then your zone. So we'll do that. Choose Attacker and Defender, and then I'll put the objectives down. So white for the Death Guard, red for the Blood Angels. Death Guard, choose Defender, and they're actually going to choose this side. They're going to get a bit tactical because there's lots of movement reducing, which actually the Death Guard ignore, but the Blood Angels won't. So they'll slow them down for a turn. And then we go through the objective placement. So the objectives, the Death Guard place number 1 here. So they're nice tucked away. The Blood Angels, so the odd numbers will be number 1s, the even numbers will be number 2. So the Blood Angels number 1 is here. Figuring that's fairly defensible. Death Guard number 2 is here. And Blood Angels number 4 is there. So the 3 inches from the edge, not in the deployment zones that are marked out by that strip there. And 12 inches away from each other. So the Death Guard will put their first unit down. So we'll go into deployment and we'll come back for the roll-off to see who goes first. Alright, for deployment. Setting up with the Setting up with the Death Guard, the mortar is here with the Psychic next to him, and the 11 Poxwalkers ready to shamble in a direction, maybe pick up that objective first. Screen out. Troops. The Plague Marines are ready to run onto this objective, do some shooting, along with backed up by the character in the elite slot, ready to spray, and then the other 2 sprayers holding out their doing quite a bit of deep strike denial. The Blood Angel's doing something similar, attempting the 5-man squad there, just on the flank there as a target. The lieutenant with the Stalker bolters. The sergeant is in that part of the squad there with the plasma. Then these guys, so this is a sort of run forward and smash. The captain's with them. And then the Dreadnought there. And both sides have put their Terminators in reserve. Now, reading through, it looks like each turn you generate 3 new objectives. And you can compare command one to keep one. Although in this game type, that command point is free. Yeah, so anyway, we will decide who goes first. So the white is Death Guard, red is the Blood Angels. Blood Angels get turn 1. Right, let's generate some objectives. Right, so the first roll for the Blood Angels is a 2. So that's raid. Well, this is actually going to take on a d6. On a 5. Storm the line. It's called... So if you control objective marker 2, which is this one over here, and Death Guard 1, so that's brought low, 5. Crippling blow, so we've got to get the Dreadnought down a level. Death Guard 2, number 3, 5. Territory seizure for 3. Area denial. There are not any models within 6 inches of the centre. Death Guard number 2 is 1. Oh, they had that one last time. So roll again. Oh, do you need to roll it? No, apparently you can have it from the same one, I think. Alright, so we will... 3 on that one. Crippling blow. So this one... maybe I'm doing this alright. So the first one is outmaneuver, so control an objective of your opponents, and then it's crippling blow, so reduce the... Okay, this is... So I'll just do the first ones on camera, and the later turns I will just tell you what they are. 4, so the last Blood Angels one. Hold the line. Hold the line 5. So if you control your own objective 2. And the last one for the Blood Angel, the Death Guard, is 6, which is Eradication 1. Hit them hard in the incursion. Destroy 2 or more units. Okay, that being done, let's go on to the movement phase for the Blood Angels. Movement phase over with. I spent the command point to move these guys in their first before the first turn. Let's get a command point back. We'll be back up to 3. And then they advanced 4 inches. So we actually are holding that objective. Now we need to keep that one by the end of the turn. And these are objective secured because they're troops choices. So I need to put all my fire into getting rid of those. Because the minute they move round, I don't get that one. But we shall see. Dreadnought, move forward, definitely hold that objective, hold the number 1, and we can put shots down at that Bloat Drone. We shuffled just to the side here. Basically, this whole section is kind of in denial for the Terminators. I expect the Death Guard will do something similar to prevent the Blood Angels ones dropping in, because they will be a bit choppy. And the Lieutenant didn't move, so we get because of the minuses, only 2 of them got to the top, but we can put the shots down and re-roll 1s to wound, although we're now hitting on 4s. So we go into the shooting phase, and we'll start by putting everything from these assault bolters into the Plague Marines. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because the captain is there. 1-1. Now the difficult part, now wounding on 5s. Just a single wound. Saving on a 3. Or at least put a wound onto just a random, generic, ordinary Plague Marine there. Put the shots down from here, hitting on 4s again. Snake Eyes. Good job, guys. Putting everything from... stay there. Everything from him will go into the drone there. So we'll start with the bolters, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Saving on a 3. Yep. 2. The Onslaught Gatling Cannon. Hitting on 3s. Should have gone for Wisdom, I think. Wounding on 5s. AP -2 at the Doctrine, saving on a... not that, so 1 damage. Putting it onto 8 wounds. Let me double check. They've got 9, I think, now. Yeah, got 9 wounds now. So I guess we will overcharge the plasma for 3 shots, because then it's 2 damage rather than 1 damage. Hitting on 3s, 1s cause a mortal wound. Strength 8 wounding on 3s. Well, that was a thing, wasn't it? So, 12 wounds for the Redemptor. 9 wounds for the drone. And is that everything? Turns out the heavy bolt pistols and the plasma are in range down here. So we've got the 4 heavy bolt pistols, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s, 1 wound, saving on a 4, and saved, and the plasma not overcharging, there's no point, the 3, wounding on a 3, no more wounds caused. So in turn 1, yeah. So 10-1 over for the Blood Angels. We put 2 wounds on 2 different models. We're going to Death Guard, turn 1. So enter the Death Guard. So we've got to kill 2 units and bracket this thing. So this one advanced and this one moved forward to spray that. It will be difficult to bracket it, but we'll give it a go. We move forward here. We hold that objective. So near Blood Angels. And if we can kill this unit, and then the shots from there, if we can kill that unit, then we can kill 2 and score lots of points. We'll see how it goes. So we'll go on to the Psychic phase. And the Psyker is just here. So we will put both powers onto here. So we'll go Miasma first to make them -1 to hit. Watch over 6, that goes off. And Patriscent Vitality, 1 more Strength and Toughness. That goes off on a 7, same unit. That goes off, and I don't need to pay on the battlefield. So these units are tougher and harder to hit. So they might be worth go charging in if they don't kill them all. We'll go to the shooting phase. We'll start over here. I think that's the easiest. We'll do all the shots together. So there's 46, 6, 12, 13. Wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s because they're plague weapons. Ooh, that might not do it. Saving on 4s, it's AP -1. Take 3 damage. No, we need to go down to 6 wounds to be bracketed. Don't know if there's anything else that can shoot at it. Maybe we can keep that one for next round, because there's a free command point. And I have to do less rolling then. I'll carry on with the shooting over here. We've got 2 bolt guns, 2 plasma, and the blight launcher. So the guns hit on 3s, wound on 4s, save on a 3. Yep. The blight launcher hits on a 3. The plasma, the ordinary plasma will overcharge. Hits on 3s. Wounds on 3s. 3 minus 3 will save on a 6. Does not save. And we're next to the captain with Soul Warden, so we get 5 up, feel no pain. So one of them will take a wound. And the other one is already overcharged, but we'll see. This is the sergeant. Hits on a 3. Wounds on a 3. Oh, strength. 8. No, wounds on a 2, sorry. It's not a plague weapon. Save on a 6. And it's saved. That's something. The Blight Spawn. 12-inch D6 for its plague sprayer. For 1. Strength 7. Wounds on a 3. Wounds. Saves on a 6. Wow. That's interesting. We're just playing with each other, it seems. The last thing to shoot in the Death Guard will be the Plague Best Mortar. We'll try and at least get rid of these guys. So the 4 shots for this stuff now. Hitting on 3s. Oh, in the command phase, that's got the 3 up invul. On 4s. Save on a 3. Nope. Interesting. Oh, Bob's in that one. Poor Bob. One-legged Bob. Entropy cannons. No hits. The mortar. 5 shots. Hitting on 3s. Strength 8, wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s. AP minus 2, saving on 5s. Nope. 2 damage each. So that'll kill 1 and 2 more. So we have our first 3 models removed from the table. And they will need a leadership test. Do we want to do any charging? I think no, to be honest. Actually, the Poxwalkers can charge in. Because they can tar pit the intercessors, hopefully, because they've got a 6-up shrug. Yeah. I'm trying to decide, do I spend a command point for Overwatch? Yes, let's spend a command point for Overwatch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is re-rolling 1s. One, 2, just the 3. Yep. Wounding on toughness 4, so wounding on 4s. Saving on a 6. Yep, so we actually lose 1 of them on Overwatch. That is quite useful. So they get 2 attacks each. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. No AP. No rerolls for anything. Oops. So we're hitting on 4s. Saving on... Oh no, winning on 5s. Are they plague weapons? No, they're not plague weapons. Saving on 3s. Then 5s. Oh, well, Poxwalkers. You kill one and put another one down onto 1 wound. And they will consolidate in. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Only 4 of them now. That one's a Thunder Hammer. They're Black Rage. And then Space Marines on the charge. So we've got the Thunder Hammers hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because the captain's screaming at them. Turn 4. Wounding on 2s. Right. And then 6s. 1's dead. 2 are dead. 3 are dead. 1, 2, 3. And then these guys be hitting on 3s. Rerolling the 1s. Oh, don't forget they're Blood Angels. So they will wound on 3s. And then these will save on 6s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there is just 1 left holding them up in combat. So we're down a man there. There's 1 Poxwalker left. I guess we need to try and get rid of that one in the next turn. Morale, they're okay. They're actually leadership 7. And the boss 3. So that's 5. So they're staying firm. As we're going to turn 2 for the Blood Angels. And I'll come back with who's got what. Actually, before we move on, just round up for points. The Death Guard scored 0 points. However, we control our objective 2, which was called Hold Your Ground, and that's given us 5 points. So we are 5 points to 0. And then the objectives for turn 2, Blood Angels, without paying the CP because it's free, kept raid their line, storm the line to take 2. Then we got Take It Back, which is take an objective that your opponent held. So if I can get rid of those guys, it might be something. They got Dominate. My Warlord has to be within 6 inches of the centre, which might mean that Poxwalker gets smushed. And then the Blood Angels, oh no, the Death Guard. Then the Death Guard got Fall Back, which is score 5 points if you control either objective 1 or 2 in your territory. So I think we can get that one pending. We got the Raid Decimation, Eradication Decimation, destroy 10 or more individual models to get 5 points. And then we got Raid Overwhelming Assault, which is control the 2 objectives in the opponent's side, which possibly isn't going to happen. Right, that being said, let's move on to turn 2 proper. Blood Angels trying to take control here. Terminator dropped in 8-inch charge to these guys, if we can move those, because they fell out of combat, so the captain can just also charge that, smush it with like 9 or 10 attacks or something ridiculous. The Dreadnought moved round, so if we can crush one of these, we're going to be in a better position. We're now not holding that one, but that's okay. Although, that one holding it now, maybe. This back line here is just completely blocking any Terminator coming down easily. So we'll go on to the shooting phase. The captain will start off by throwing a grenade at the Plague Marines. Hits on a 2. Never mind. Actually, in the command phase, I paid Wisdom to reroll 1s to hit for him, and I missed a weapon for him last time. Wisdom's 1 command point. So your Wisdom of the Ancients, 1 command point. Reroll hit rolls. So we'll start with him. He has the 8 shots from the Stormbolters, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s now. Wounding on 5s. Saving on 4s now, because we're in the Tactical Doctrine. We're all good. 1, 2, 3. 8 shots from the Gatling, hitting on 3s. Reroll that 1. Wounding on 5s. AP -1, saving on 4s. So that's 2 damage. Putting him down to 6. The Icarus pod, which I missed last time for 1 shot, hitting on a 2 because it's a fly. Strength 7. Wounding on a 4. It wounds, and it's AP -1, so saving on a 4. It's saved. D6 for the macro for 4. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Overcharged. So 2 go through. 2 wounds. 5 up demon saves. And that's 4 damage, putting it down to 2. Because it should have been 6, but hey, Death Guard. So moving from over there. Again, we'll shoot these into the Plague Marines. Plague Marines there. So the Bolters hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s now. And then rerolling 1s to wound, but wounding on 5s. Saving on a 4. Now it's just difficult terrain. It's not going to give him any saves. So that one that had 1 wound left taken off. And then the Plasma hitting on 3. That's very cocked. Rerolling 1s because the captain's there. Never mind. These guys will shoot at the same target. All of them can see now. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. AP -2, saving on 5s. 1 saved, so one of them takes a wound. Where's the other bolter? That's him there. Huh, well that's the last thing to shoot. These 2 have range on him. So 2 heavy bolter shots. Hit, wound on 5s. Save on a 4. And that's saved. They're toughness 6 now, aren't they? As we got onto the charge phase. Well, the captain is auto in. And these guys need an 8. 5, 6, 7. They do not get in. Oh. And the Redemptor will try and finish that off. Oh, yes. And the Redemptor just moves in to there. So this is the only one worth interrupting for, I think. So we'll do that first. So we get 4 attacks plus Shock Assault. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of Wisdom. Wounding on 2s because it's Strength 14 against Toughness 7. Saving on 5 up demon saves. But it is a minimum 3 damage because it's 3 plus D3. So it's 2 plus D3. So that's got 2 wounds left. It blows up on a 4. It blows up and does, I think, just 1 mortal wound. Yeah, 1 mortal wound. So putting him down to 8. That was a lot of firepower and punch just to get rid of 1 flying model. Can't consolidate because, yeah. The captain will go. I will not pay 2 command points to interrupt. So he gets 5 attacks. No, 4 attacks. Plus Shock Assault. Plus 3 for the Teeth of Terror. Plus 1 for Imperium Sword. And he's strength 7. No strength. No strength 5, 6, strength 4, 5. His strength 6. So he's wounding on 3s, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Oh, 2s because he's a Blood Angel. That one was a bit cocked. These are all 2 damage apiece. 6s? Oh no, that's very much a dead Poxwalker. The Poxwalker's removed there, and my captain is now within 6 inches, very much within 6 inches of the board there for the points. He possibly can't get targeted very easily. And that is the end of turn 2 for the Death Guard. No, Blood Angels. It's going to turn 2 for the Death Guard. End of the movement phase. The drone pushed here. We can either go these guys off for the captain, or maybe melt these guys and try and charge the captain. We've moved around here with the Foul Blight Spawn. If we can shoot off these guys, then he can melt him. Or try. The Blight Lord Terminator dropped in to try and take on the Blood Angels Terminators, and he ran forward to hold that objective, so we should score some points at the end of the turn. That moved forward. We can put shots in various places, maybe try and remove these. So I'm spending 3 command points. So Eternal Hatred, which is 2. So these guys are +1 wound. And then 1 for, in effect, Fear of the First, but it's called Vermid Whispers. So +1 to hit in the shooting phase or the fight phase with the Blight Lord Terminators, because they'll probably put shots there. So we'll see how that all goes. Right, we'll start at the back here. So we have Plasma and the Blight Launcher. So we have just the normal bolter hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. This is into the Death Company. Saving on 3s, and then a 6, 5 because they're near the captain. So that one that had 1 wound left, he is now gone. So that's, we need to keep captain, we need to kill 10 models. The Plasma overcharged. The normal guy kills himself. The sergeant equivalent does not kill himself. Wounds on 2s. Lovely. And then the Blight Launcher. 1 hit. Wounds on a 2. Reroll 1 because it's a plague weapon. Wounds on a 2 because of +1 to wound. Save on a 5. And that saves. Ooh. Alright, we'll do the Terminators into the Terminators. So there is combi bolters 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Blight Launcher. And the combi bolters hit on 2s, thanks to their version of Fury. Nice. That one was a 2. Wound on 4s. Oh, that's not bad. Now, saving on 2s. One of them take a wound. That's not the sergeant. Bring it down to 2. Then the Blight Launcher is just assault 2. So his strength, 2 shots hitting on 2s. Wounding on strength 6, wounding on 3s. AP -2. Yep. Saving on a 4. And that will kill that one. So that's 2 models down. 8 more to go. So you should put everything into there then, shouldn't you, really? Or they're going to get But there are 3 up saved because of the cover. 2d6 auto hit for 9. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s because it's a plague weapon. Saving on 3s. Are they within Soul Warden range? Yep. So they ignore on 5s. So we actually only lose 1. So that's 7 models to go. Oh dear, oh dear. It's not. Oh, we've got the psychic phase. Smite. That's a 10. For 3. Okay, so that's another Terminator gone. And we will do Putrescent Vitality on those. On an 8, that goes off. I think it's a 7 for Putrescent Vitality. Yeah, so they're +1 strength and toughness. Strength 5. Yes, lovely. You fill your charge. This is what happens. And that can. Last thing to shoot then. Stubber and entry cannon into the 2 remaining there. And the mortar into those guys. Stubber hits on 3s. Wounds on a 4. Saves on a 2 because they're behind cover. Yep. Entropy cannon, 2 hits. 2 wounds. Is that AP minus 3 or minus 4? Minus 4. So they need 6 hits to save behind the barricade. 1 saved. And because it's D3 plus 3, so 1 goes mush. I'm on 5. I've got 5 more models to kill. Alright, can we do it here? 2 shots for the mortar. 1 hit. 1 wound. Saving on a 5. And that is it flat 2 damage now? It does, right? Yeah, just a flat 2 damage. Killing one of these. Ooh. The Blood Angels are taking a bit of a beating as we got into the charge phase. So this will charge in here. That's auto in. Oh, he didn't fire actually. D6 for 4. We're rolling once. Plague weapon. What's his strength? Strength 7, so 3s to wound, and that was the other one was. Saving on 6s. It's 2 damage apiece. 5 up Soul Warden. Doesn't take anything. What? Oh, wow. Wow. I'm impressed. So the Plague Marines will have to charge them. No, they shouldn't charge them. That's a bad idea. It's a very bad idea. Alright, we'll charge with the Blight Lord Terminators. They do not get in. So the Terminators might have to finish them off. Do we charge? 2 attacks. I can pay the Eternal Hatred again. Yes, we might be able to do. We just need to kill models, even if we get killed ourselves. We need the points, and one of them is on 1 wound. So we'll start here because if they interrupt, it's going to be deadly. Well, to be honest, if they interrupt, it's going to be a thing anyway. The Blood Angel player doesn't only have 2 command points, so he might not want to. So there's the 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1 second, there is a stratagem. For 1 CP, trench fighters can make an additional attack. Yes, and then we'll pay Eternal Hatred, so that's 3 CP in the fight phase. So 1, 2, so extra attacks. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s now, because that's +1 to wound. Rerolling 1s because they are plague weapons. That one was not. And plague knives are the AP dash or AP -1. AP -1. So saving on 4s and then 5 ups. Then 5 ups. Okay, it was worth it. We kill 1 more. There's still the Thunder Hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got to kill 3 more units, 3 more models. Can we do that here? Yeah, I'm going to pay my 2 command points to interrupt. Sergeant is in that one. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's only 4 of them. Plus the chain swords. Plus shock assault. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Wounding on 4s because they're Blood Angels. Re-rolling 1s because the Lieutenant's there. Oops. Drops 1. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Saving on 4s, it's AP -1. It does take 5 damage, putting it down to 4 wounds. And attacking back, it's 4 attacks, +1 for Hateful Assault. Oh no, Blood Death Guard don't get that anymore. Wow, okay. Hitting on... Is it 3s? Is it 3s? Strength 6. Wounding on 3s. AP -1. Saving on 4s. And they save them all. Well, we're not scoring that one this turn then, by the looks of it. We have done a lot of damage, though. These 2 can fight back. Get 3 attacks, plus Black Rage, plus on the charge. This one is the Thunder Hammer. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling the 1s. Wounding on that. AP -2, saving on 5s. Saves. On 3s, re-rolling 1s. Wounding on 4s because they're Blood Angels. Saving on 3s. So that kills the remaining one and puts the... Oh, no, the Plasma cooked himself, didn't he? Oops. Oh well, he got extra free attacks for cooking it. I didn't make any difference, did it? Maybe not. We'll see. Anyway. I must remember to do things. This is what we're filming these battle reports to learn. The Blood Angels got a bit of a bloody nose. They fought back somewhat. Alright, at the end of the turn, I'll count now. So, end of turn 2. The Blood Angels scored 5 points for Dominate, which was have their captain in the middle. Oh no, what wasn't? Oh no, I might have misread that one. So he's having 2 unengaged models in 2 quarters, which I do have. So I've got that. And the Death Guard scored 5 points for holding their objective at the back there. Yeah, they managed to kill 7 models, not 10, which is a bit of a shame. And the turn 3 objectives. The Blood Angels have kept take objective 2, which I think we can do this turn. We've got Cripple, which is bring that one down a bracket, which we can do. And then we've got Break the Will, which is make them take morale tests, which might be a little more difficult. And the Death Guard have outmaneuver. So score an objective marker in your opponent's territory. I guess we might be able to get that one. We've got Take and Hold. See there, control your objective 1 or their objective 2. And that could be worth one because I've got Stun the Land for them, so I've got take objective 2 for those guys as well. So the Blood Angels currently lead 10 points to 5 as we're going to the movement phase for the Blood Angels. Fallen out of combat here because the Redemptors move around for the shots there. The Lieutenants hopped up. I've left them in combat there. There is the 5 attacks coming through first, but we should be okay. The Captain jumped over here. The Terminators turn around. We turn around here because we can either go for the Warlord or cut that thing down. They haven't moved this turn, so they're going to hit on 3s as we go into the shooting phase. Oh, I forgot they've got pistols. Let's do that. 1 hit. No wounds. We'll start here then. Everything into there. We will overcharge again to be safe. But this is the Stone Bolters 5s. Saving on 6. Yeah, that's fine. We're in the Assault Doctrine now because that's where Blood Angels want to be. The Gatling hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5. Can we have that roll again? No, not quite. Saving on a 4. Saves. Icarus Rocket Pod. 3 shots. Hitting on 2s. That one's very cocked. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. The Plasma has to do it. Hitting on 3s. And we take a mortal wound, putting him down to 7. He's done more damage to himself. Wounding on 3s. Saving. Not saving on that. So that's 2 damage, putting him down to 2, because it should have been 3. Volkite Blaster. 1 hit. No wounds. Everything from these guys into that. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Or is it toughness 8? It is toughness 8. Wounding on 6s. Nothing there. The bolt pistol. Hits. Doesn't wound. Throw a grenade from the Terminators. Hit. Doesn't hit. Throw a grenade from the Captain. Hits. Doesn't wound. That was very quick. Alright, charge phase. The Lieutenant. 5-6 inches. Can hop round there. He will go in first. Now you see, I've got 2 command points left. Do I fire Overwatch? Or should I have fired Overwatch here? But then I can't interrupt. Overwatch! 2d6. 3. Wounding. AP -1. Saving on 3s because of the shield. They all save. The Lieutenant's alright. Alright. That's the one guy. He charges in. Now the Terminators are... Is that going to be enough, do you think? he'll charge the Warlord. I only need to bracket it 7. Yeah. Alright, so there's no interruptions. So we'll start over here. So Lieutenant gets 4 attacks. +1 for Shock Assault. +1 for Blood Angels. And then a 1 extra that if it hits, then it's a mortal wound. Burning Blade hits on 2s. Strength 7, Toughness 7. He's on 3s because there's a Blood Angel on the charge. Save on 5s. And that does 1 damage. Putting it down to 1. So it does actually need this one to hit. When it doesn't hit! The Fetid Bloat Drone survives. Lovely. This guy, 2 attacks, Chainsword, Blood Angels, Shock Assault. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s. Nothing. Right, Terminators. There's a Sergeant. Terminator 1. Terminator 2. Lightning Claws. Lightning Claws. Lightning Claws. Shock Assault. Savage Echoes. I have 1 command point left. Fury of the First. Hitting on 2s. Very good. Keep the dice in my hand. So over here, hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because the captain's nearby. Drop dice don't count. Strength 4, Toughness 8, wounding on 5s on the charge because they're Blood Angels. Rerolling everything that misses because that's what Lightning Claws do. And then, because this has the special invul from the relic, saving on 4s. So it only takes 4 wounds in the end. It looks like neither of us are bracketing anything. So there's 8 wounds remaining there. And then the captain goes. He gets 4 attacks. Plus Imperium Sword. Plus Shock Assault. Plus Savage Echo, plus 3 for the Teeth of Terror. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on Strength 6, 7. Wounding on 3s, but it's 2s because he's on the charge. So that's 5. And AP -2. 5 up saves. That's 4 go through. Would be 2 damage a time. It's 1 damage a time. And he has 5 up. Feel no pain. So he has 3. I think he might have 1 wound remaining. He's got 4 wounds. He's got 1 left. Keeping himself alive there as we go to fight back. So these guys will fight first. And I'll pay the last command point. So they get an extra attack. So that's the base and then an extra one. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Saving on 4s. They save and then the so they get 3 attacks. 3 attacks. They weren't charged. No Black Rage. No Savage. Oh, okay, fair enough. Thunderhammer hits on 4s. Nothing. Hits on 3s. And then 5s. Well, that's a bit of a stalemate there, isn't it? The Bloat Drone gets 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. AP minus. This is AP minus 1 because of the shield. So it's 4 up invul save. Nope. It's just 1 damage. I'm putting the lieutenant on to 4 wounds left. And that gets to fight back. He gets 4 attacks. Ooh. Hitting on 6s. 1 goes through. Strength 7. Wounding on 3s. Saving on a 3. Oh, this was on to the lone Astartes there that takes a single wound. And that is the end of turn 3 for the Blood Angels. We're going to turn 3 for the Death Guard. So, end of turn 3 movement phase. They fell out of combat. That remained in combat because his weapons are not blast weapons, so you can fire into combat, which is nice. Terminators move forward to have a go at the captain. That remained in combat, and the 1 CP I got this turn will be paid so that can shoot its blast weapon in the fight phase, or in the shooting phase in close combat, or in engagement range, I should say. And also the +1 to hit. So the entropy cannons hit on 3s and everything else will hit on 2s, which is quite nice. So we'll just go into the shooting phase. We'll start over here. Oh, we'll start here. He'll put D6 shots into the, for 1. Wounding on a 3, saving on a 6, and 2 6-up saves. No. So we finally take another model down there. Into the lieutenant. 5. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because it's a plague weapon. Saving on 3s because it ignores the AP minus 1. That's okay. The Terminators will put all their shots up into here. Oh, we didn't do the psychic phase again. We'll go for a cheeky smite. That it goes off D3 for the big 3. So he has 5 wounds, putting him down to 2. And he will putrescent vitality. No, he's going to give himself -1 to hit. That doesn't go off. That needed a 6. Yeah, if he fell out of combat, he couldn't have done the smite. Right, we will shoot everything at these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 2 for the light launcher. But no command points for any shenanigans. Hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s. Saving on 3s. And the one at the back will take a single wound. And the blight launcher hits on 3s. Wounds on 3s. Saves on a 5. Oh, that saves. Oh, pistol. Hits. Doesn't wound. And the shots from here into... We'll put the stubber into the single guy and everything else into the Terminators, because you never know. Stubber hits on 2s now. Wounds on 4s. Save on a 3. Nope. He is gone. These 5 did really well, actually. I'm impressed. The entropy cannon into the Terminators. 1 hit. 1 wound. 5 up invul. He saves it. D6 for 1. Hitting on a 2. Wounds. Saving on a 4. Wow, they tanked that as well. We've got on to the charge phase. So they will charge the captain. Alright, they're very much in. Right, there's 4 eligible to attack. There's the champion and the one with the swords, and 2 with the axes. So the axes hit on 3s. Strength +2. So that's strength 6, so they will wound on 3s. AP -2. AP -1, so save on 4s. And then these are damage 1, so 5 up ignores. That's 2 wounds. The captain fires up his jetpack and zooms away to go back to on high, so to get his healing. I'm going to enter. The next one is I'm going to attack here because he'll do more damage. So he gets 4 attacks because he wasn't on the charge, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s, banning blade +3, 7, wounding on 4s, saving on a 5. That's his 1 damage. Does it blow up? Does blow up, giving him a mortal wound and then a mortal wound here. And then how many attacks did the... So he gets 4 attacks, hitting on 6s. Nope, nothing for the mortar. Alright, counting up over here. Sergeant. 1, 2, 3. Lightning claws, lightning claws, lightning claws, lightning claws. No extra attacks this time because they weren't on the charge. Oh, I've done that wrong, I think. Sergeant, there's only 2 of them. 1, 2. Lightning claws, lightning claws, lightning claws. There we go. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s now, but re-rolling everything. Just the 1. Demon save on the 4 up. That's okay. Oh. So the end of turn 3. I can't believe that's still going on. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So we will go on to checking scores and come back. So at the end of the turn, the Blood Angels scored 0 points, but the Death Guard scored for holding that objective. So it's 10 points each currently. This turn, the Blood Angels have taken hold. So the Blood Angels have taken hold, which is to either have that one or that one. They have... They've got the bigger they are, the harder they fall, so they want to take down the vehicle. And then they have the one that is to take down the highest power level, which is the Terminators. That's going to be a challenge. And then the Death Guard have taken an objective that was previously controlled by a unit, which is probably not going to happen. Overwhelming Assault again. So can control 2 or more objectives in the opponent's half, which is not going to happen. And Storm the Line if you control objective 2, which is that one there, which probably won't happen. But anyway, we'll go on to Blood Angels turn 1. Turn 4. Blood Angels on turn 4. End of the movement phase. We just kind of push round this way. If we can clear off this side this turn, I will be happy. We'll remain in combat there. I think that's the better idea. Because we need to bring that one down. We go on to the shooting phase. These guys... Oh, hang on. Oh, it must be 8th edition then. I think there used to be a strategy where these guys could shoot at a character. Yeah. I think that one's gone now. I couldn't find it. If it's still there, please tell me. So these guys will shoot at the Terminators then, because they can't shoot at the Warlord, even if it's only got one wound left. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Saving on the 4-up invul. That's saved. Pistols from there into there. So the 4 shots. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Saving on 5s now. So that we'll take that one down and put that one down onto 1 wound. And the plasma pistol hits, wounds, not overcharged, saving AP -3, AP -4. Yep, there is no save. So we will finally clear off. It only took 4 turns and most of everything. Which means we put the Volkek pistol into him. 2 hits. That's a mortal wound. And a 3-up save. So it saves the mortal wound. It saves the save, but it doesn't save the mortal wound. So he has 3 wounds remaining. So we'll put the assault bolter into him. And then wounding on 5s. Rerolling the 1s because he's next to that. Nope. Save on a 3. That's a save. So we'll put the Stormbolter and the Icarus pod into him, and the Gatling and the Plasma into there. Stormbolter. 2 hits. 1 wound. Save on a 3. The Icarus. 2 shots. 1 hit. Doesn't wound. The Gatling hitting on 3s. Three wounds, saving on 3s. That's all saved. And I guess we better overcharge the plasma. 2 shots, 2 hits, 2 wounds, 2 4-up invuls. So one Terminator is on 1 wound. Is that the entirety of the shooting phase? Yeah. Okay. The Death Guard don't have any command points, so we will charge in. That's auto in for there, and he will charge in as well. He's in there, so he's at 7. He can go around the back. These guys can attempt to charge him as well. We need to get a long charge. 8. Yes, they're in there. So this has got to give them something to think about in their turn 4. So the Lieutenant goes first. He gets 4 attacks. Plus Shock Assault, plus Savage Echoes. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s because there's a Blood Angel. And I completely forgotten they should be -1 toughness. Now all these guys are as well, but... And the Burning Blade is now... AP no, there's no save for that. So that's 4 damage. He's on 3 wounds left. He's very much gone. So we can consolidate up. And we'll consolidate these guys to shield the Lieutenant. Alright, so that gets to attack first. No hits. The Terminators. Sergeant, 1, 2. Lightning Claws, and Lightning Claws. I'm not going to worry about Fury the First. Let's save the command point for something else a bit later on. Wounding on 6s, re-rolling everything. Now we get 3. Saving on the 4 so that takes 2 damage, putting it down to 6. It is still not bracketed. It brackets on 5, I think. Double check. Yep, bracketed 3 to 5 wounds. So that is the end of Blood Angel's turn 4. Let's see how they respond here. Terminators move round. If we can clear off the Terminators, then we're going to be in for a good start, I think. Paying the command point again so that can fire. But first of all, we'll do the Psychic. Do a quick smite. That fails. And strength and toughness on those guys. That needs a 7. That fails as well. So the failed Psychic phase. But he didn't kill himself, which is something. So we'll do the shooting. We'll shoot Stubber. Hits. Wounds on a 3 now, because they're toughness 3. Save on a 2. One of them was down to 2 wounds. Entropy Cannon. Hits. Wounds. 1 save. That'll finish off the other Terminator, because it's D3 plus 3. And D6 shots for 2. Hits. 2 hits because we're on 2 because of the strat. Wounding on 2 because it's strength 6, toughness 3 now. Saving on 4s. But they saved those. And we'll put the shots again from there. We'll put the Blight Launcher into the Thunder Hammer. And the other shots into here because you never know. Blight Launcher. 2 hits. 1 wound. Oh, it's a plague weapon. 1 wound. Saving on a 5. 2d6. Oh, it takes they take a wound. So he's got 1 wound left. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I will finish with that command point. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s because they're not in contagion. 10, 4, is it 9 inches? They are actually in contagion range. So that is wounding on 3s. Saving on 3s. Oh, wow. That kills 1, kills another. That's 1 down onto 1 wound. And we will go straight into the charging. Yeah, they're well and truly in. So we'll tuck round, we'll give them a good wrap so everybody can attack. So there is Bellsword and Bellsword and 3 axes. Bellsword hits on 3s. Wounds on 3s now. Save on the 5-up. And 1 will down to 1 wound. Not the sergeant. And the axes. Only 3 hits. Wounding on 2s because it's strength 6 to toughness 3. And saving on 4s. So that will just finally kill off 1. And he will get to fight back against the Terminators because we're going to try and get rid of him. So, but this time he was charged and he gets his Savage Echoes, hitting Fury of the First. Fury of the First. So that's the last command point for them. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s because he was charged, re-rolling everything. That's going to be saving on the 4-up invols. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's one on. He managed to take down 2 of them. Oh no, we need. Good old Sarge. So the Blood Angels do control most of the board, but they've got a very centralised slot here. Oh, he gets to attack as well. 4 attacks, hitting on 6s, wounding on 2s, and saving on 2s. Yeah, Sergeant's okay on that one. So I will do the end of turn 4 point roundup, and we'll go on to turn 5. At the end of turn 4, the Blood Angels scored 5 points for taking hold, because they took that one, and they also have their own number 1, so it was one or the other. So it's 15 points to 10 for the Blood Angels at the minute, and the Death Guard scored 0 points. However, in turn 5, the Blood Angels have territory expelled. So if there is no enemy unit, 2 or more quarters with no enemy units in, that's these 2 and almost this one. So they get 5 points for that. Cut off the head and cut the head off the serpent, so they're going character hunting, so that's that fella. So we've just got to move up and try and take him on. And then the Death Guard have Crushing Strike, which is use a vehicle to destroy a unit. So that one command point will be firing into combat against him. Overwhelm, which they're not going to get, which is bought low. If you control more objectives, well, that's not going to happen. And Heroic was Applied Tactics. So if I destroy a unit that's been affected by a stratagem in that turn, and then I'll get some points. Alright, we'll go on to movement phase for the Blood Angels. So falling out of combat with the Terminator there, everything moves forward. We can shoot at that because it's now the nearest model. With some of them, the Dreadnought move forward to get round here, so he's got maybe some line of sight, maybe not, but we shall see. As we go on to the shooting phase, so we'll put 2 shots first here down into there, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. Nope. A Volkite Blaster into the Terminators, hitting. That one runned off the table. 1 wound, saving on a 2. That's saved. Bolter into the Warlord with his 1 wound left, hitting on 3s. Everything hits. Wounding on 5s. Saving on a 3. That's saved. And we'll put all the bolt shots into him as well. So there's 3 in a plasma. Hits. 1 wound, AP -2, saving on a 5. And then a 5 up. Bolt of Fire brings him down. We've killed a character. And we've killed the Warlord. So that's good. That actually can't see anything. So we'll go into the charge phase. We'll throw everything at the Terminators. The Lieutenant, 6. Yep, the Lieutenant is in. He can move there. The Assault Intercessors, 8. Yep, they're in as well. And then, can the last Death Company get in on a 6? Nope. So So he's not in. The Death Guard has no command points to interrupt. So we'll go for the Lieutenant first. He gets 4 attacks. Plus Shock Assault, plus Savage Echoes, hitting on 2s. Then Strength. What is his strength with the Burning Blade? It's Strength 7? Yep, Strength 7. So he would be wounding on 3s, but it's Blood Angel, so he's wounding on 2s. 2 go through. 2 4-up saves. 1 doesn't go through. And the Burning Blade is a 2 damage weapon. So putting that one in the middle down to 2 wounds. And then the Sergeant, 1, 2, 3. And they get a chainsword each. And then they get Shock Assault each. And then they get Savage Echoes. Or further, yeah, it's a lot of attacks. Hitting on 3s. Then wounding on 4s because they're Blood Angels. Rerolling 1s because the Lieutenant's there. 5 attacks. AP. Oh, so that's a 4-up invul. Wow. So that will kill that one and will kill the second one. And is there a 2 CP strategy? And the last turn did not record. That is really frustrating. So, and then we charged into the Terminators. The Death Company failed to charge. However, between this and then using my last 2 CP for fight again, we completely destroyed the remaining 4 or 5 Terminators. That was pretty impressive. I really wished I'd got that on camera now. I'm a bit gutted. Because we fell out of combat there. And then in the Death Guard turn, he shot and killed the Death Company there, giving us the points for that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go away and count out the final points and put my final thoughts down. So the end of my very first game with the new rules, Death Guard scored 15 points and the Blood Angels scored 33. I think that will be scurrying away, backing away as possible, but I think everything will charge into it. It will not be long for this world. The rules in general, I quite like them. I think they work reasonably well. There is a bit of pain rolling each turn to get different objectives. I reckon if you actually made cards for them and just put them into the different categories and drew one each turn, that would probably make your life easier. Be a bit more easier on camera as well because you actually show the card. So that could be a fun challenge. But yeah, putting the objectives out, the changing tide. So we swept forward to try and set this out, it didn't work, and then we swept back this way, and it did move the battlefield. It did tell a story, tell a narrative of what was the target priority for the different armies. It definitely probably would work better with an opponent, a bit more strategy to it. I think I did play these armies. I don't think I was biased particularly towards one or the other. I do like both of these armies. But the Blood Angels, again, did do very well. But the Death Guard just tanked so much. It took 4 turns to get that one objective off them. That's insane. Although the Death Company did some stonking saving. But then the captain didn't. But he did run away and think he should have killed that warlord. He really should have done. But he didn't. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you've tried any games. If you've been lucky enough to play this new Maelstrom with other people, please let me know in the comments. Tell me what you thought of it. I'm going to shuffle these games around. So this game will come out. There's a game that's coming out tonight. So this will come out next Saturday. There, a game I recorded last week will come out even further, 2 weeks from now. So yeah, there's a schedule of a sort. So, and I'm currently working on trying to build a few different 500-point armies, just to play a couple of smaller games, a little bit of filler. Hopefully when we get back to filming properly, there'll be maybe 3 games a month will be me and Christian playing together. 1 game will be solohammer, and then we'll try and up that. If you do live in Tokyo area and you're watching this video and you want to join the channel, come and join us. We'll play against you once the state of emergency is lifted. When everything's back to normal, I want to travel the world. I want to play with other people around the world. But enough of my ramblings. Maelstrom, yeah, pretty good. I need to play a few more games, have some fun with it. But I did buy the open war cards yesterday, and I don't want to play with those as well. So we shall see. But with that, thank you very much for watching. Sorry the last turn got not recorded. Please do like and subscribe. This is Andrew from the Icaran sector. We really need a catchphrase. I've been saying have a nice day. Tell us about your 40k. Let's try that. So I'm Andrew. This is the Icaran sector. Tell us about your 40k. We'll see you in the next video.